Hi, I'm Nate Moore, and this is Excel video 478. I spent some time on site at a practice in Virginia last week. We built all kinds of custom reports and data sets to show them exactly the practice management data they needed to see. It was very helpful to be on site so we could work together and see how to use the tools and the data we're able to pull out of their system. I'd love to spend some time on site at your practice when you're ready. We're going to talk more about filters today. We kind of did the introduction last time, and I've got 6 different filter tricks that I want to show you. We'll start with some easy ones. From this Filters tab, if it's a little bit cluttered or confusing or distracting maybe to have the filters visible when you're trying to work through these visualizations or present them, you can always hide filters or minimize them. Is the word that when I hover over, that's the explanation I'm going to get. I can expand and minimize with this kind of like, it's like a greater than, less than arrow. I can do that and minimize the filter box. I'm not necessarily making this so much bigger as I'm just kind of cleaning up the real estate a bit and making it more obvious what to focus on when you're presenting a visualization. That's the first trick. Second one is I can always close the filter area. And if you close, you say, well, Nate, how do I get it back if I want it? From the Power View tab on the ribbon, we can go to Filters area, and now it's back. So I can minimize and I can close. Another thing I can do with these filters is I can always collapse them. So, I may want to go through and check some of these and get exactly the pairs I want to see, for example. But I can always simplify my view, if you will, so that I'm not cluttered with it, and I can always do the triangle up and down to see the information I wanted to see. That's the first 3. The fourth one's a bit trickier. If I have some data here, and we'll uncheck all, and let's say I want to look at Aetna and Blue Cross, and let's look at Medicare and United. Let's say I've got those 4. Notice if I wanted to add one more to the mix like I've been playing, I can add Cigna just by clicking the box. Or I can take Blue Cross away by clicking the box. That makes sense. That's what we're used to seeing with filters and other Excel applications. That's easy. The interesting thing is if I wanted to maybe drop these 4 pairs and just look at the blues, that's all I want to do is look at Blue Cross. Instead of unchecking these 4 and checking Blue Cross or checking all to get everybody and then uncheck to get rid of everybody and then check Blue Cross or whatever, what you can do is you can click on the name, not the box, but the name. And so if I click on the name Blue Cross, that filters for me for Blue Cross. And then I can click on the box again and add some more pairs. That's no problem. And I say, no, I want to just get United. I can click on the name, not the box. And if I go to Coventry, I get the name, not the box. It's another way to filter. It's a clever way to make it easy to see what you want to see when you're playing with data. So that's the 4th trick, is click on the name, not the box. With that, I'm going to put these back in the list so we have something to play with 5th trick. 5th trick is let's minimize this and let's go grab the procedure code. Let's grab that. And let's say, I've got an awful long list of procedure codes and I don't want to go sorting through all that. We played with the search box field last time. If you do 992 and then you can do a question mark. Let's do a question mark just because I only need 1 character. A question mark would do 1 character. If I did an asterisk here, it would do any number of characters. But let's say 992 question mark 3. If I wanted to get 99203 and 99213, for example, I could do 99203. And when I hit enter, Excel's going to say, hey, I can help you with that. And there's 99203, 1323, and I can click those 2. And I can use wildcards in the search box. That's trick number 5, is wildcards in the search box, and that can get me what I want to see. Last trick. Let's minimize this, and notice I have the fee is one of the filters in my table because the fee is, there it is, it's in my table. It's a field in my table. And so if I click here, I can do some things like this, but I'm not a fan of this slider bar. It's not precise. I mean, the CPA in me it needs to be more precise than that, especially for something like fee. So I'm going to do something different here. In fact, let's do it to the whole table. Rather than play around with the fee for this and deal with it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the fee field into my filters again. This time what I'm going to is you're familiar, last time we were dealing with the editing here and advanced filter mode. What I'm interested in this time, if I hover, is list filter mode. And what list filter mode does is it treats the field as if it were a list like this or this, as opposed to a range like that. So again, I'm doing it for the entire view here instead of just for the table. But if I do list filter mode, look what happens. Now it says, hey, I'll give you every single value for fee I get in there. So if I know for whatever reason, I don't know, let's say, the only fee I'm really interested in is I want to see this $99 fee. That's I know I'm focused on just $99. I want to see all my fees that are $99. And this, of course, has issues because I filtered them away. But here are the fees that are $99. If I came back over here, let's go to the table, and let's delete that whole filter. And now stuff comes back. I just didn't have any of those procedure codes with a $99 charge. But the trick is the list filter mode. If this slider doesn't help you, and you need to be more precise than that, the trick is to do list filter mode. And you can always toggle back to advanced filter mode like we had before and do greater than, less than, that kind of thing. That's what I wanted to show you. 6 more filtering tricks in PowerView. There's more filtering tricks to come, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.